Speaking of the Harvest Moon and the cherries and the Harvest Gathering, Mike Busley is with us here, the founder of the Grand Traverse Pie Company. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael Patrick.
Was it a good harvest for cherries? I don't know what time they harvest cherries, but was it a good year for cherries in Michigan?
Cherries was off a bit this
Was
year.
it really?
We had that warm spring, which accelerated all the blooms and so everything was early. And then we had a frost late April, right when they were vulnerable. So we lost about half the crop of tart cherries, actually.
What does that do for your business? Obviously, you sell a lot of cherry pies.
The way it works, they get harvested right around in July, usually July and August, but they were done pretty much in July this year. But there was a good supply left over from last year because last year was a record, one of the higher crops. I don't know if it's a record, but they harvest them and wash them, pit them, freeze them. So we buy them what they call IQF, individual quick frozen.
I see. And they're from Michigan, your
they're
cherries.
all from Michigan, yeah. All of our strawberries, apples,
Blueberries too?
Are from Michigan.
That's great.
Apples had a similar situation where their harvest was down versus prior year.
So it's not a lack of quality, it's just a lack of volume.
Volume, yes. It's not like the weather killed the crop, but it just
Made it smaller.
made it smaller, yeah.
Is it like wine when you taste one of your cherry pies, for instance, where, you can say, 2010 was a great year for cherries?
Well, it's interesting. Each year we have to go back and do a little R&D because the seasons do affect the sugar content and moisture content of the cherry. So there are changes. So we do have to adjust our formula because we don't want the pie to be too sweet or too much moisture, and so it needs to have that consistency. So yeah, it does matter year to year.
You're headquartered in Traverse City, but you have locations, as I understand, all across Michigan and in Indiana now too. How many total?
We have 18 total.
How many years did it take you to do that?
Well, Denise and I opened the shop in '96. The second shop opened in 1999. So we kind of had a slow period, another one in 2000, and then we started growing in 2005 is when we really added probably 4 shops a year for us, which is a lot to get us to where we are today. And that's something that I think folks don't really, there's a lot of things folks don't know about the Grand Traverse Pie Company that I think is interesting, and we're going to be growing in the future. We've got some exciting news coming up in the next few weeks we want to share with folks. So,
well, if you can hear our voices right now or see us on television, you are near a Grand Traverse Pie Company.
Right.
And it's more than pie.
Much more than pie. And that's the other bit of information that we want to share with folks. We have over 1.5 million guests a year in all of our stores, so we're very pleased with everyone that has found us and is loyal to us. But there are many more that when I encounter just out in the course of the day that don't know about all the things that we offer in the pie shop. So that's one of the things we wanted to.
And pie shop's a bit of an understatement because there you have fireplaces. Sometimes you have wireless internet. It's a sort of a destination. People can hang around there, read the paper, enjoy themselves.
Yeah, and we're spread out in many communities, and we're not in every corner like a Subway or something, but one per community. And we really, our vision is that they're gathering places just to have a meeting, just to connect. Come in and define your experience as you would like. So whether it's the food, the coffee, we cater. We're baking a huge pie. I think I saw a YouTube back there of a big pie for MSU. We're doing that again this weekend.
Oh, really?
We bake some specialty things for different events, for weddings, for.
It's great for tailgating, I would think.
Yeah.
Especially, you get that crisp autumn air and maybe an apple pie. Or what is that pie in front of you there? If you're watching on television, Amanda Wall has her eyes on it.
Well, it's fall, so we brought one of our fall favorites, which is an apple crumb pie underneath all those pecans and caramel.
Wow.
Yeah.
So somebody driving to work in the morning, let's say, or maybe they're driving their kids to school. They can wheel on in there, and in addition to pie, they can get what?
Well, if you're in the morning, you can get breakfast. We've got great coffee. We've got sausage and pepper scramble wrap to go. We've got, I think, if those are looking, cinnamon rolls, pecan rolls, quiche, yogurt parfait, fruit cups. We make a great whole grain oatmeal. So you can come in and have a hearty, kind of a comfort food
healthy
type
breakfast too, though. It sounds like you have lots of choices.
Yeah.
And it all comes from Michigan because more and more people are curious about where their food comes from these days, and they like to have it close to the source.
Right, and that's another a really cool piece of information is we grow a lot of stuff here. So whether it's the fruit, the flour, the sugar, or there's many we're always finding new things that are grown here or made here that we can bring into the shop. So you know, we value that. You know, and I think there are many companies that do that. You know, we make a lot here in Michigan, and the more we can keep the dollars at home, the better off everybody is.
Yeah, I heard that. Is there a web address where people can find the location this morning?
Yes, www.gtpie.com.
Simple as that, gtpie.com. And are you open in the evening, too?
It depends on the location. Up in Traverse, we close at 7. I think Petoskey the same. In this, you know, now that summer's getting
up to the dinner hour, though.
But down in many of the locations are open till 9 or 10 at night.
Great
So
place for dessert after dinner,
Yeah.
or a light dinner, or a business meeting even.
Yeah. Chicken pot pie for dinner. It's
man.
getting to be, and the nice thing is we sell chicken pot pie all year long. But it is fall, and the comfort foods are very they hit the spot. And
I know
so
what
that's
you
a
mean.
great dinner item.
We'll see you at Grand Traverse Pie Company, wherever it is in the state of Michigan. Thanks for bringing it to us here today.
Thank you.
Mike Busley, the founder of a great Michigan business and a great Michigan business story.